Today I've got John Davis, who's the general manager of Kia of Cleveland. I drive a Kia Soul, so this should be interesting. Let me ask you this, you just received a call. Do you get those all the time?
I do get them all the time.
How do you handle it?
So, it's just like, usually my customers are part of my family. And just like I would my family, just take the phone call and find out what's going on and see if I can help them.
Have you noticed now that people can message you on Facebook? I don't know if they can message you on Instagram or not, but or they can email you, or they can call you, or they can leave you a message, or they can text you. And I spend every evening 30 minutes checking all the different places people might leave me a message.
Well, now they've got an app that they can get you all into one box, so you don't have to check it multiple places. I won't have to help you with that.
If you did that, then you'd have a bunch of what they call them, bots or whatever, where people. I had a friend of mine that I know real well, and I got a message from him this morning that says, "How are you today?" And I know it wasn't him.
Oh yeah.
It was somebody hacked.
That's
so
right.
If I know it wasn't him. That's not even his vernacular. He's not going to ask me how I'm doing today.
He's just not going to answer
on a Sunday morning.
I'm doing great. How are you?
But so, it's hard to catch all those things.
It is. You can't be perfect.
Do you
all
remember
the
the day when they just had to leave you a message on your answer machine or your voicemail, and that was a little bit easier, right?
That's right.
Of course, I like text messages because they're quick.
Yeah, so, text messages sometimes don't get the point across to me. If you got something, well, when you text me earlier today, told me the address, that's nice.
Yeah.
But sometimes you don't get the right feelings across in a text message, especially if you're trying to sell a car.
Well, and if you've got, and if you're a little bit nervous about the text or something, you can read it a different way than the people are meaning it.
Absolutely. I'd rather talk to somebody. And sometimes, the text sounds mean and they weren't planning on being mean.
They weren't mean at all. Or they just word it. And anymore, even the voice activated stuff, you talk into it, and if you're driving, you don't have a chance to proofread it. Mm-hmm. It can come out wrong too. You just have to assume through text it's just what time and place and short stuff.
I text one of my employees the other day. I said, "Come to my office. I need to see you." And he came to my office and he was a little upset. He goes, "What's wrong?" And I said, "Nothing. I just wanted to talk to you about what was going. If you're going to dinner tonight with us or not."
Yeah.
He goes, "Well, the next time you text me and come to your office, put a smiley face on it so I know."
I hadn't thought about that. Have you?
Yeah. So from now on, that's what I'm going to do.
I hadn't thought about that. That gives you the, I guess the emotion that you're texting with it, or something, or LOL or something.
Yeah.
But who's got time for all that?
I know, right?
Would you get 100 text messages a day?
Do I get 100
Yeah.
texts through? Oh, absolutely. Text and phone calls, emails, probably over 100.
But you almost a general manager has to deal with everything. But your most pressing stuff is people texting you about wanting to buy a car.
Yeah,
and you can't show them all a car. You got to delegate it, right?
Right. Yeah, I've got a lot of help at the dealership. Matter of fact, we have a whole department set up just to set up for emails and phone calls. They go straight into that department. They do nothing else.
Just monitor.
Mm-hmm. And then I'll forward my text or my phone calls to them and let them sift through some of them.
I was at a place one time years ago. It impressed me. I went in to talk to the guy, and his secretary came out and said, "He's so sorry. He's going to be a few minutes late." And she sat there with me and talked for 10 minutes till he came out. I always wondered, I assumed that he had that orchestrated, and it was really a nice feeling, rather than just say, "He'll be with you in a minute." She somewhat entertained me for 10 minutes and said, "He's so sorry. He'll be here in a few minutes."
And so she sat up there and talked to you?
Yeah, just 10 minutes, just kind of kept me company.
Mm-hmm.
I always thought that was really something.
I try to stay out in the out of my office as much as I can. Of course, sometimes I can't, but I try to stay up out on the showroom floor with the guys out selling cars, so I can meet and greet the customers and uh, being being open for all the customers. You know, when you came in the other day to get your car serviced, I think I was sitting back in my office that day, but I go through the dealership in the showroom, out in the customer waiting area, and say hey to folks and appreciate their business. So
How do you keep up with all of it? Because you got the sales, maintenance, finance, plus employee issues. I'm sure that's always a thing, right?
there's something going on all the time.
How many employees are there?
So we got 58 employees right now.
That's a small manufacturing. That's a large manufacturing plant.
And they're all part of the family. So I see them more sometimes than I do my own family. Now I'm trying to this year is to take off a particular day, and I've picked Thursday so far. I don't know how that'll work out, but I've been working 6 days a week. I try to go to the dealership every day, unless there's something that comes up with, Kia has a yearly meeting out in Las Vegas we go to see the new product, and just got back from Dallas, a training seminar to learn how to get better with customer care and customer service in our service department. So,
Is there anything new on the customer service, or is it all back down to the basics, just the basics?
there's some different technologies out right now that we've come out with video in the car while it's in the shop. So we send a video to the customer while they're in the waiting lounge. Customer pay that you can pay by your phone. So those are some new technologies that's come out. But it's really back down to the nuts and the bolts of it. Caring about your customer.
Yeah, that's a time. Nothing's changed about that, has it?
Well, if you don't have that, I don't think you have very much at all.
But with your thing, you can just blame it on the vehicle. It's not necessarily you, right? I mean, with me, it's what I put together. I can't say, well, this is. I guess I could blame it on something on Delta Faucet,
Mm-hmm.
but
Well,
that doesn't work, does it? It doesn't work.
Oh no, I don't think so. If I sell you the car, then I feel like it's me. It's not the car. So we're gonna find out. Man made it. Man can fix it, and we're gonna find out what we can get to the root cause of
What
fixing
would
that
you
car.
say is the average length of time people keep cars now versus 50 years ago? Is it like used to it was they kept them 20 years and now they keep them 5, or what's the average?
Oh, I think it's probably less than 2 years.
Less than 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's incredible, isn't it?
Not like yourself, Dee. I think you put a bunch of miles on your car.
I put a bunch on my
We
car.
had a guy in the other day that put 400,000 miles on his Kia Soul. But no, 2 years. People trade. Something different comes up that they've had life events. So there's a baby in the house now. There's not a baby anymore.
Well, there's more versatility in car. I'm hauling stuff now. I'm not hauling stuff now.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's different.
This is my retirement car. This is my fun car.
I had knew a lady here a couple months ago. She had bought a car like in January of last year, and she traded it in March and got more for her trade-in than she did her new car. That's flip-flopped, hasn't it?
We've went through some unprecedented times in the last years of what cars are worth and what they're declining now. But absolutely, I've seen that happen myself.
That is unbelievable.
So we'd get down to the end of the week and we'd have no cars to sell new. So your used car that you just bought happens to be worth more.
You have to stay in business. You have to have a car there.
Have to have something to sell.
How do you have to monitor that? Say, how many cars are on the lot right now?
Today,
Yeah.
I think I've got 15 today, 15 new ones, and then I've got close to 80 used.
Golly. Is that the supply chain issues, or what would you call that?
I think it's in the Kia world, it's a demand issue. Kia's producing the product, but people want that new Kia. They want that 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. They want that good gas mileage. They want the technology that comes in Kia. It's a good product, and it's just coming along greatly. People just want Kias.
I'll be honest with you. of the cars I've driven, I like my Kia Soul better than any of them. Isn't that something? And it's not a fancy vehicle.
Right.
It's not, but it's just it works for me. You know what I'm saying? It works for me.
It makes sense. Good gas mileage, great warranty.
Roomy.
It's not expensive
I can
to
put
keep
my
up.
bicycle in the back. I can pull the seat back up, 4 people. When you're sitting in that car, you don't know you're sitting in a small car.
That's right. That's right.
Are they with the best sellers?
The Kia Soul?
Yeah.
That's their, I guess that's their, I don't know what you'd say. That's their hallmark of the car. That's what they put. It's
That's
like the Ford Mustang of Ford, the Kia Soul.
Or your VW, your Volkswagen. To me, it reminds me of the Volkswagen.
Yeah, the
Because
Beetle.
they made them a lot. It was just functional. Everything was just.
I agree with that statement.
It's for the person that just wants function.
Yeah.
You know, do you ever think about a car as being it's just a Halloween costume for people? Because they say, oh, I'm driving this Porsche, I'm driving this Lincoln, I'm driving this Lexus. It's just really a costume.
Yeah. Something to have fun in, right?
Because if you were wanting to just be function, you'd buy what I have, or you'd buy a truck to haul something.
That's
Otherwise, it's just a costume.
I know why they've got you running this show now, because you think outside the box. But I think that's exactly right.
I mean, that's it. I mean, and another thing, if you want to find the vehicle that's the best buy, look at what most people are driving, and that's what you'll find. And it's either that or Subaru.
Yeah.
And compare the prices, you can't, because there's too big a difference. My Kia, I drive everywhere, and it's about $7 a day.
How many miles you got on that now?
296. No, 198.
198,000.
It'll be 250 by by June.
Well, I'm hoping after this discussion that we'll have here today that maybe I can trade you out of it a little quicker than that.
Well, have you got another one there? I just drive blacks.
Only black.
Yeah. You have a black Kia there?
I don't have a black one, but I'll find you one.
If you do, let me know, because I guess I'm needing one, but I was wanting to wait till March of next year.
What happens then?
I'm doing a job on the river, and it's 35 minutes away and 35 minutes back. Mm-hmm. And Friday I drove there, Wednesday I drove there 5 times in one day. And I'm organized. Well, if I wasn't organized, it would be more. So, what's the point in having something really nice? I'm a general contractor and a cycling enthusiast. I drive a Kia Soul. They're inexpensive. They're roomy, cheap on gas, keeps my overhead low. Drive a Kia, they're no problem. Are you from Chatsworth?
I'm born and raised in Chatsworth, Georgia all my life.
I renovated the Chatsworth Housing Authority.
Really?
Yep, for Emmett Fowler. You ever know Emmett?
I know that name. Mm-hmm.
He's since passed, I believe. He had a cane. It was, I can't remember
Was that over there behind the high school? Was that where
behind the high school.
Yeah.
It's it's all one level.
Yeah.
And it was housing authority money.
Mm-hmm.
Everything had to be documented 3 times. And I had to list everybody that walked on the site. They had to have, $1 million car insurance, and just crazy, I can't even remember why I did that job.
How long ago has that been?
I guess it was, I can't remember. I'm not good with time, but I guess it was, I don't know. It was probably 98 maybe or something. I don't know. Mm-hmm. But I drove there every day, and it's hard to get there. How do you get there?
To Chatsworth?
Yeah.
I go down Spring Place Road, down 225. It's not that far of a drive if you go
Well,
that way.
I was going through Dalton. At the time, I had a job in Chattanooga, so I'd go through Dalton. I'd go over the mountain.
Oh,
No, before you go. Anyway, that's before. It's at the bottom of the mountain, right?
The Dalton's at the bottom.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I used to eat at that
Chatsworth.
restaurant that was white. It was a white restaurant. They had 3 meats and a.
That's Edna's restaurant.
Edna's,
now.
yeah.
That's in Chatsworth,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah.
I always got tickled. They said when the waitresses came over, instead of saying, "Do you want some more tea?" they'd say, "Do you want some more drink?" I guess that was just a Chatsworth thing or something. I couldn't. She said, "You want some more drink?"
Mm-hmm. It's the drink of choice in Chatsworth.
I guess it was just, it was sort of odd to me.
Mm-hmm.
But Emmett, that was a tough job. He went by the books. First day I was there, I was trying to get him on my good side, and I said, "Emmett," I said, "this reminds me of Mayberry, and you remind me of Andy." And he said, "Well, this ain't Mayberry, and I ain't Andy." He got real smart back with me. That was my first day. By the time it was over, we was okay. We was eating bologna sandwiches and everything.
There's some good people in
Chatsworth, was your family from Chatsworth?
My dad was born and raised in Chatsworth, and my mother was from Alabama. So
Did you come to Cleveland much during that time?
No.
Growing up?
I hadn't been to Cleveland. Didn't ever come to Cleveland
Till they hired you?
till I started working for the Bowers organization. Yes, sir.
Did you sell cars in Chatsworth?
So my dad owned a car dealership, the Chevrolet dealership. He was 25% owner in the Chevrolet dealership there, and he sold out in 1981. I was born in 71. My mom took me by the dealership frequently. When I graduated high school, my dad had opened up a small used car lot, and I've been selling cars and washing cars. My job when growing up in high school was I woke up in the morning. I was on a work program. I'd go to school till 12 o'clock, and after I got out of school at 12, I'd go down to Dad's car lot and start washing cars. And when I got done washing them, I washed them again. And if he was gone to the auction or wherever, I would hand customers keys to the car, let them test drive them. I say my dad will be back in a few minutes, and he can help you. So I started selling cars back when I was 15 years old.
Do you get a lot, like technicians and salesmen?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know? I mean, they have languages like in the construction business, brick masons, roofers, carpenters. There's a little different language. Is it that same with car dealers and technicians? You got to know how to handle them.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know exactly what you're talking about, but
I mean, it's like their temperament or something.
oh yeah,
Is there?
they're a little, yeah. Everybody's a little different. You just learn personalities, just like the regular people. But
I'd say that if you was in that business, there would be different personalities in that business, just like there are in the construction.
oh, absolutely, yeah.
Because especially technicians, because they can go anywhere, just like a carpenter can.
My most valuable.
I mean, they can
Yes.
go. I mean, if they knew how valuable they were, we couldn't afford them.
Oh, absolutely. Couldn't run the dealership.
Couldn't
without
run it.
That's right.
You can about get rid of everybody else, but you can't get rid of them.
Well, I just think about it all works together. So if you don't get the car washed and it ain't clean, you don't sell it. And if you don't got oil in the oil in the motor, you can't sell it. So it all works together. The service department and the sales department and the cleanup department, and everybody works together as a team.
Y'all are really tight for parking there, aren't you? I guess is that because you got so many used cars?
We do. I think we got enough to take care of what we need to right now, but we're growing. We're getting bigger. So last year we sold over 2,000 cars out of that location there on South Lee Highway. And
Do you do a lot online?
about half my business is online.
Well, I can't
it's-
imagine buying a car online.
Well, I don't know if it's all transitioned through. It starts online.
Oh, I see.
You'll get a text or an email
Yeah.
online. It'll start a conversation, a discussion.
Yeah, discussion. Yeah.
And then all that sells is a conversation. I can't sell you anything that you don't want. I'm not that good of a salesman.
You'd have to be a hypnosis to do that.
That's right. You buy what you want. I just happen to, put the right pieces in the places and have the right discussions with people that we can get that handled.
Cars aren't as big of people's budget as it used to be, is it? It was a house, a car, in that order. Now a car is not that expensive relative to everything else.
I I don't know.
I mean, a new car is what? Bottom price, roughly? 27, 25, something like that, thousand?
They'll start out there. That's right. Yeah. They'll start out 25 and go up. Depends on what you're looking for.
And the used cars are getting up there too now, aren't they? Because they're so hard to get. You think that's because of the supply chain, that the chips, that chip thing they had with the chips or whatever?
I wish I was smart enough to know how to figure all that out. So it's harder and harder to buy a good used car. So pickup trucks especially. So if you get a pickup truck on the ground, it's either miled out 200,000 miles and it's been beat all to pieces, or you've got something that's really nice and the price is high to go along with that. Then, so you just don't find that in between, and sometimes that's what people are looking for, that in between. Not practically brand new, not wore out. I want that in between car. And that good used car is hard to find.
Guy that works for me, he's needing a new truck, and he's been looking. He needs just a good work truck, and he's budgeted about 11,000, and he's been working on that for 2 weeks.
Yeah,
I don't know how. I don't even know if it exists.
I don't know. It's hard. That's a hard truck to find. You just almost have to, you have to trade for it. You can't go to the auction and buy it.
No.
And
you could go online, but just individuals, but that's so scary.
It is. So we buy our cars online now, and they come with condition reports, and they go from a condition report of 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. And I try not to buy anything online that's not at least a 4. And then I bring it into our shop, and we recondition it, put tires, brakes, and get that condition report up to a top tier.
When you say online, you mean just for sale by owners, or?
No, all the auctions are online now.
Yeah. What about the for sale by owners? That gets complicated because you don't know who you're dealing with. Their cars in North Georgia, and you can't drive to look at it. It's a real issue trying to find a used car. You about got to go to a dealership and let them handle everything.
We'd like it that way. We tried to break outside the box and do it other ways. Without putting your hand on that car and touching it and feeling it and driving it, it's hard to put a real good number on it. I can tell you that I can go out there and look at your car right now and tell you it's worth X, Y, Z dollars. But when it comes in, it might be worth more than that if it's been taken care of. Something I can't see on a picture or a photo or a video.
Yeah, or less. You never know.
Yeah, or less. That's right, because they can be hiding some stuff.
So you have to actually be active in buying these used cars. You don't have like somebody, the main company doesn't send them down to you.
That's right. We're online trying to buy them. We're at the auction trying to buy them. We're trying to buy them from people here in town. I buy 5 a week off locals that bring their car by the dealership and just buy it.
You fix them up and try to resell them as a trade-in sort of thing.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't want to fool with. I've got to it's just like selling a home. You've got to put a new roof on it. You've got to fix all the holes and the driveway, So we had to put tires, brakes, and we get them up and ready so we can sell them. And some people don't want to fool with that. And they don't want to deal with letting a complete stranger come into your house or into your yard, test drive your vehicle, and not know who they are, if they're going to steal it, or if their money's any good when they pay you.
You know what I've always worried about selling my own vehicles is I don't want to give anybody a bad deal, and I don't know what it's worth. And I'd rather somebody else do that than me to feel like I gave them a bad deal, because I don't know what vehicles are worth. It's not my thing.
Yeah.
And I'd rather it be somebody else's thing, even if I leave them $1,000 to make on it. What's that got to do with it? It's just not worth it.
It's hard to figure out the worth of a car. There's several different books to look at. There's Kelly Blue Book. There's Black Book. There's NADA Book. There's what they're bringing at the auction, and then different cars bring different money. So it's
now Kia is owned by Hyundai, right? Is that right? Or they're under the parent company.
Same.
And the Kia is a South Korean vehicle, which is manufactured in Seoul, which is Seoul, and that's interesting to me, the Kia Soul.
That's exactly right. So they make some of the Kia products.
I'm sure, yeah.
The Telluride's made it down in West Point, down in Georgia. And there's several of the Kias made here in the United States, but the Kia Soul is one of the cars that come over from
Do you
South
have
Korea.
all-electric cars, any all-electric cars?
I do. I've got 2 sitting on the ground right now.
What do they look like?
Have you not seen the new EV6?
I don't.
It's a sport utility style car.
Is it like a big SUV?
It's not. No.
Is it bigger than my Kia?
It is bigger than your Kia.
You have a Kia that's electric?
The Niro, they make the Soul makes an electric car. Yes.
What do you plug them into? Like just your outlet in your garage, or do you have to have a special?
If you want a fast charger, you get a special one, and they run about $7.99. But you can plug it into the wall here.
What do you plug the fast charger into? The wall itself also?
You have to have an electrician come in and set that up.
But they'll run like a 220 or
220.
something.
Yeah.
So other than that, it's nothing.
That's right.
Because I've built some houses and they specified outlets for
Wall chargers.
wall charger and that sort of stuff. I've started seeing some in our trade that where they put the charger in the concrete, where when you pull your car in, it charges it just like you would set your phone on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've not seen that. That's neat.
Yeah, they can just pull in and it charges it. So if these Kia Souls that are all electric, they're not hybrid. They're just all electric.
All electric.
How long does it take to charge them if you have one of these fast chargers?
Not long. 2 or 3 hours.
I mean, overnight, no problem.
Yeah. If you do it for the a wall plug-in like in here,
Yeah.
now it might take 12 hours.
But if you just had one of these fast chargers.
Fast chargers it's not long.
And so, do they have any calculations of what, like how far do they go on a full charge?
I think they start out. Now don't hold me to this,
Oh.
but 300 miles.
So a day, easy.
Right. You're talking about how far they'll go after
Yeah.
I plug it up and I charge it up.
Yeah.
It's somewhere between 250 and 300 miles
So
on a charge.
it'd be till you got home it would work.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's great.
Has anybody ever figured out what it costs to charge that? I mean, it's not free. It costs something for electricity. I don't know what the calculation is, but I guess it's cheaper than gas, right? Obviously.
I've not done that. I'm not that smart, Pete.
How much are those cars? They look just like mine, but just electric.
The Neuros. And I didn't know I was going to have a test in here today.
No, I'm just talking. We're just talking.
Just rough.
It's no documents.
Right. I'm afraid if I say it on video here, then it's like set in stone, and it's like
Well, this is all us.
us discussing stuff.
It's just discussing.
Yeah, right.
You're not. I'm not holding you to it. Just general.
I would think. I just don't know that answer.
I'd say they're about the same, money wise.
To fill up.
I mean,
fill
no,
up
to buy one.
Oh, to buy one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I've got
Yeah.
that. So the EV6s start somewhere around $47,000. They'll go up to 56, and then it takes. They plug in. We've plugged them in the showroom. They'll plug in overnight. It might take a day and a half to charge that one up. If you use just a regular 110, if you put it in the fast charger, you can fast charge in 2 hours or less.
They have tax credits for those too, I think, right? I don't know how that
I'm not
works.
a tax accountant, but I've been told that it's $7,500 per car.
Takes you back down to about $30,000, about what they are, don't it? After you get that.
Yeah.
Do you now, as far as you sell like cars to people from Chattanooga, or is it you just mainly stay? What's the odds of somebody from Chattanooga buying from you instead of?
In Cleveland?
Yeah.
Then it's pretty good. We sell a lot of cars out of Chattanooga. We were on, when the web opens up a whole new array to car dealers if they do it right. So I get a lot of people outside our area. Matter of fact, I don't need to say this braggingly, but 2019 and 20 and 21 we're the #1 Kia dealership in the state of Tennessee. We sold more new Kias than anybody. That counts Nashville, Knoxville, Memphis. So
That's incredible.
we price our cars to sell them, and we try to give people good customer service when they come in.
So you have the flexibility of charging what you want. I guess they don't since it's a dealership. For me, not knowing, I assumed that the dealership, you got to charge exactly what they tell you or something. I don't know.
Oh, no. The price is up to the dealer.
So you could actually be competing against a sale from somebody at another dealership out of our town.
That's right. I sell a lot of cars out of Alabama, Atlanta, North Carolina. Some people are just looking, just like you said, hey, I want a black one.
Yeah, oh
And
yeah.
so they don't have a black one in Knoxville. They'll come
Right.
down and find the black car on the line.
Yeah.
And find that car, and then if you just treat them right, and get the right price, and you're selling that car.
Or some want that backup technology, and some don't care about it, I guess, right? When you see the screen where you're backing up.
Oh, the backup camera.
Yeah, that's about on all of them now.
Just about on every car. Bluetooth backup camera. I don't even know that I can get a car with roll down windows anymore. They're all power.
Yeah, I don't know if you could. I hadn't thought about
I hadn't
that.
seen that in a while.
Yeah, I hadn't seen that in a long time. I hadn't even thought about that. I remember when the last time I bought a car, or the time before, I said, "Hey, it doesn't have a CD player," and I didn't realize how dumb a question that was, because they don't have CD players no more in them.
That's a fact. Everybody's streaming music.
They thought I was. You know what was funny? I had this. You know how you have music on your phone? So I went to Las Vegas, and I rented a car, and I was going to drive out to Rachel, Nevada, and wanted it to be real nice. I think I rented a convertible, and so I had my phone sitting there, and I plugged my phone into the car charger, and it starts playing songs I had on my playlist. Somehow or another, I plugged it in, and there for about 30 minutes, I thought, what's a coincidence they're playing? That's the truth. I thought, what are the odds of them playing songs on my playlist? And
Right.
it was plugged in. I was plugging my phone.
That's funny.
That's a true story.
Well, I'm dating myself a little bit, but I remember when everybody said, well, that car doesn't have a cassette player, I'm not buying it.
What about the 8-track? Do you remember that?
Yes, I remember selling cars with 8 tracks in them.
Did
also.
you have a car with an 8-track? I guess you probably.
I did have a car.
What was the 8-track?
What,
What
Elvis?
was the song? Elvis?
Yeah, I had an Elvis.
What
Conway Twitty.
Oh, I loved Conway.
And
Conway was underrated, wasn't he?
yeah, I think those were the two that come off the top of my head.
I had Van Halen.
Oh my, yeah.
Van Halen. Yeah.
No,
8-track.
me, are we about the same age?
You're a little older than me.
Yeah, good.
Since we're not being specific.
I think you're right.
Let me tell you about Capstar Bank. They're located in Nashville, Hendersonville, Gallatin, Athens, Madisonville, Sweetwater, Etowah, and in Cleveland at 950 25th Street and 3855 North Ocoee Street. I've used them. I like them. Give them a try. They're no problem. So I remember the 8-tracks. I remember them. And you'd push it in, and when it locked in, it would raise up. It'd go click. But that was like a short time till they started playing the cassettes.
That's right. That's right.
And then later, it was the CDs. And now, I don't know what it is. I guess Sirius Radio, or plug your playlist in there.
Let's plug Bluetooth your music from your phone to your car.
See, that confuses me, because I want to keep my phone separate from entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
I like my phone's just for working, and I don't want my music on my phone. That can. Plus, how you gonna listen to it if the phone rings? It'd stop the song, right? I guess.
Yeah, you still listening to Van Halen?
Not too much, but I could sure listen to it. Was you country music? I guess being from Chatsworth, that's more of country.
Yeah.
Hank Williams.
I think so. My dad, when I was growing up, he listened to a lot of country music, and he told me when I was a young boy, he said more millionaires listen to country music than anybody in the world. So I thought I better listen to country music if I wanted to make big money.
So that stuck with you.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know that was true, but
May have been.
yeah,
Did you ever go see Conway Twitty at the Chattanooga?
I haven't.
You was probably.
I'm a
little-
71 model.
Yeah. So your country music was what?
I grew up on George Jones and Conway Twitty and.
Sawyer Brown?
Mm-hmm.
Or is he a little too?
He might be a little too new for me.
Yeah.
John Conley.
Oh yeah, Vern Godson.
Yep.
I love Vern Godson. Earl Thomas Conley.
Dolly Parton. Yeah.
I never was a big Dolly Parton fan. I was more the country western type stuff.
In fact,
Waylon Jennings,
mm-hmm.
Merle Haggard.
I think my favorite would be Conway.
Conway was underrated. I went to see him in Chattanooga, and when he started singing, the women nearly passed out. It was a sight to see.
Oh, yeah.
When he'd start with that deep voice, you know, he was really popular. I mean, really popular.
My kids, they still listen. They listen to old country music. They like Conway and they like Elvis.
The guy that sings the most like that now to me is that Chris Stapleton. He's got that country western sound. I really like his music.
I'd agree.
But country music's changed just like everything else for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
Did you go to college or just straight into sales?
No, I graduated from high school in 1989 and went straight into going to Reinhardt University.
What's that for?
Reinhardt graduated there with a 2-year business degree, and all my friends had went to the University of Georgia. So when I graduated from Reinhardt, I followed and went to the University of Georgia for a short stint, and I didn't finish my schooling there, but I went to be a school teacher. I got up to the point of where I was doing my student teaching, and that didn't work out well for me.
Just wasn't your thing?
My mom was a school teacher, and I thought, I'll be a school
Yeah.
teacher. My dad was a car salesman, and it just ended up, I tried the school teaching part, and it didn't work out. Love the car business.
Isn't it funny that fate just has it planned for you, and we think we're controlling it? Maybe we're not. You ever thought about that?
Yeah, I don't know how it did, but I love the car business. It ended up that way, and
Now, if you were a school teacher now, you'd have 3 months off. You'd have 2 months off, 2 weeks off for Christmas, a week off for
yes.
whatever, spring break, fall break.
Yeah, so I was 21. I thought that'd be the greatest thing in the world. I work half the year and off half the year, but I don't think teachers, it's not that easy on them. It's they have a pretty rough job.
Yeah, but they're not answering the phone as much as you, right?
Mm-hmm. No.
You ever eat at the Quick Burger?
The Quick Burger?
Yeah, just up the road from the dealership.
Absolutely.
Boy, they've got good hamburgers.
And hot dogs too.
Hot dogs, yeah.
Hot slaw.
I ate there Wednesday and Thursday of last week.
We just call it the trailer at the dealership.
Yeah.
We say, "Hey, you going down the trailer and get something? Get me something."
You know what? Thursday I was in there and the guy was there, and I couldn't remember if I get a big burger or a double burger. Have you ever asked him what the difference is? It's I can't figure it out, because a double burger and a big burger, what's the difference?
$2.
Well, I asked the guy, I said, hey, it was that same guy that's writing those tickets. I said something dumb. I said, hey, what did I get last time? You know, why would he remember what I got last time?
That place stays packed.
It's packed from about 11:10
Mm-hmm.
till 2 at least.
Every day.
Every day.
That's right. And it's good. It's good food.
And it's good food.
And good people.
You know, it's like $7, and those fries. Boy, those fries are good. You get fries?
Hot and fresh.
Boy, they are. You get a small or large?
Well, I'm a pretty big boy, D. I
You get
always
large?
get. Yeah, I always get the large.
Because the small is pretty big.
Mm-hmm.
I get a double burger, and a small fry, and that's about all I can eat. What's the hot dogs like?
They got foot longs and regular.
Is it hot slaw on them too?
You can get hot slaw. I don't think that I ever had hot slaw until I moved to Cleveland, Tennessee.
Is that right? Oh, we're big on hot slaw.
Y'all have got it. A couple of different places here in town that I like it from.
Where do you like it from?
Uh,
Old Fort?
well, Couches down.
Couches, that's good.
Couches has got some good hot slaw.
Old Fort's got good hot slaw.
I've not tried theirs yet.
I like the hot slaw that's got a little bit of a mustardy taste.
Mm-hmm.
That's a little different. That's the Starview hot slaw that had a mustard taste.
Yeah.
But I've never eaten the quick burgers. I don't even know who owns that. Do you?
No, I don't. Since I've been in Cleveland, I've met some really fine people, though. I was sitting here before I came on the show today. I was thinking, I've worked in Cleveland here for 9 years, but in the last year I moved to Cleveland, and I've just met some phenomenal people. Steve Hartline's one of them.
Steve's a great guy.
Larry McDaniel's down at the town square.
Larry, yeah.
Love that guy.
Hello, Larry.
Huh?
Hello, Larry, they call him.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I call him a friend.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
And then my next door neighbors, when we came in, we've had Gerald Phillips come and welcome us into the neighborhood, and Betty Ann Hodges. And my next door neighbor, he just built me a wooden cabinet to go in my house. The first week we were in town, he brought me over a wooden butcher's block. His name's Mark Poe. Mark's recently, he's bought a car from me, and I think that's how I met him. Sold him a car first, and then found out he was my neighbor.
Oh, glad that worked out, right?
Yeah. He calls me. I need my oil change. I need this checked
Isn't
out.
Chatsworth? They're sort of hometown type people too, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. So
Isn't it about the same type of people, personality wise? Would you say?
I've always lived in Chatsworth, and I've just moved to Cleveland. But everybody I run into here, like yourself, is just phenomenal, down to earth. And
everybody here, this is one of the greatest places to live.
I don't think I'll ever move from Cleveland. I love it.
It's hard to move from here. I don't know where I'd go.
That's my family's. My oldest daughter goes to Lee University. She just graduated.
My son goes to Lee.
Really?
Yeah.
What's he studying there?
He's going to be a doctor. He won't tell nobody.
Oh yeah. Okay.
You know how that is.
Yeah.
But I think he's going to be a doctor. He's real smart.
She's been started out in the cheerleading program there, and then she was in with the Lee Singers for a little while.
Oh yeah, she sung with I know him like a book. Murray.
Danny Murray. He was over he was over one part. She sang with the choir. But
now, are your daughters? Aren't they sort of models or something?
Oh, I don't know that. They're sweet girls.
They're really attractive.
Well, thank you. They're good kids. Their mama's done good raising them, and they're a blessing to us.
Maybe we'll get little D and them together.
Yeah. If he's going to be a doctor for sure, I'll sign off on that.
He's real smart, but he won't tell. It's funny how they won't. I said, "Which one you going?" I said, "You're going to go." He said, "I'm not telling."
Oh yeah.
So I don't know why that is.
Well, she graduated from Lee last 2 quarters ago, or semesters ago, and then she said, "Daddy, I've got to go back." So she signed up for her master's program there.
I think he graduates this year. This year, and then going off to medical school supposedly. And then my youngest, he's going to be going there next year. He goes to Cleveland State. They all went to Cleveland State 2 years and then went to Lee.
You got two. You got two boys.
Yeah. Well, it's expensive, isn't it?
Absolutely.
I just write the checks quick. I don't think about it.
Yeah. My youngest one just got out of dental school, and she's going to work.
Where's she going to work?
She's interviewing with Dr. Beard this next week, so we're hoping to Dr. Beard's office.
Well, I had lunch with Anthony last night. Anthony Gray, the dentist.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's a good friend of mine. And, boy, he's a great dentist.
Is he at Beard's office?
No, he's over on Peerless Crossing.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't know
Dr.
him.
Dr. Gray.
I hadn't met him.
Yeah, he's a real good dentist.
And then we've been, so with Jaden being with the Lee choir there, we'd been at a couple of different churches around town. We've been to North Cleveland. We've been out to Westwood. So everywhere she sang, we would, go. But we've been going out to the First Baptist Church and really like it out there.
Isn't that where Steve goes, Heartline?
Steve goes there.
How did you hook up with him? Just through ads?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah, I never, that he has people out working the fields. Bridget
Yeah.
Forster, and she was my rep, and so then I came into the studios to record, and I record all my radio commercials there in their studio that you built.
Yeah, I built it, yeah.
And I think that's how we got to know each other, through Steve
I
Hartline.
think so.
And
I believe so. I believe you're right. Yeah.
you were out there. He had just finished up. He was finishing up that new building that they're in, and you were out there one day, and he introduced me to you.
You know, he was real good to work for.
Yeah,
I mean, he was there like 4 times. He's real good. His wife's real smart.
I agree.
But and Dwayne, Dwayne that works there, he's
him.
a real good guy.
Yeah.
Boy, if he was in the contracting business or the car business, we'd be in trouble.
That's right.
He's really good.
I like Dwayne. I've traded cars with him several times.
So where'd you get that jingle? 1, 2, 3. It's as simple as 1, 2, 3. As easy as 1, 2, 3. You just come up with that while driving down the road.
I did.
I mean, it works.
It just I thought you could transpire a lot of sayings into easy as 1, 2, 3, and a lot of people ask me what does that mean, and it goes just different stuff. Easy is like I come in and drive it. 1, I like it. 2, 3, I drive home in it. That's easy.
Yeah.
A lot of people you don't need to go through a bunch of hoopla to buy a car. You come in and drive it, like it, drive it home. That makes sense to me. Then so the same thing in our service department, that you come in, get your car serviced, and you're in and out, 1, 2, 3, out. So that worked.
I was in there and they gave me a cup. I meant to have it here today, but they've got a new logo. You got a new logo for Kia, right?
The new Kia emblem.
Yeah.
I should have wore something Kia today. I don't know why I didn't.
I didn't think about it. On rainy Sundays, it's hard to think of everything. Did you go to church this morning?
I did, yes, sir. Went to the First Baptist this morning, and
Say first or second service.
I go to the 11:15 service. Well, I've got 2 girls. To get them out of the bed.
They have to get ready, right?
Yeah, it takes them a minute.
Yeah.
They're not early for nothing.
They have Sunday school.
They have small groups, yes, sir.
Yeah. Have you ever eaten over there on Wednesdays when they have lunch on Wednesdays?
No, but they feed the college kids, and my daughter's been several times.
I go on there I think it's Wednesdays they have lunch. It's like $6.
Really?
It's all you can eat. It's really good.
Just show up.
Just show up. Yeah, Wednesdays at lunch.
I'll have to try that out.
I think they have it in the winter, but not in the summer, or vice versa. But I hadn't been there in a while. Do you take lunch regular, or you just have to go when you can?
So I never go at 12 o'clock. I usually go at 2 o'clock.
Because you got people coming in. Mm-hmm. So you have to eat lunch when nobody else is eating. Does that ruin your supper?
No, I eat late. My day looks like we start out every morning in a sales meeting with all the salesmen. We talk about what's changed, what new cars have come in. We'll look at trade-ins.
Every day?
Every day.
Do you have somebody that heads up that meeting?
If I don't do it myself, I have a sales manager that does it, yep. We have 16 salespeople, and we have 6 managers that run the desk.
I've noticed the salesmen they're not real pushy, like meet you at the car and open your car up. They're just, they let you know they're there to assist, but they're not overbearing.
Yeah. So, I've been in the car business for 30 years, and here's one of the things that I try to pride myself on is I hire people that I want waiting on my mother. And I won't hire you if I don't think that you can be good to my mom, I ain't hiring you. So, and then the training goes the same way. That there's a conversation that goes on with buying a car. All of our used cars we have a black book value in every one of our cars. We have a repair statement in every one of our used cars. That if I put tires on it, you know it right up front. Or if I put brakes on it, and you know how much it costs me to put them on there. And then I have a Carfax in every. So you pull up to the dealership in a used car, and it's going to have a folder with 3 things in it: a repair order, it's going to have a Carfax, and it's going to have the black book value. So then you have no questions. It always tells a story about that car.
You know, that Carfax is one of the greatest things they've ever come up with.
It is.
Because used to it was you were just going in blind luck.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can.
They've got another one out called Car Check, but Carfax has done a really good self-marketing themselves to make
Evidently,
everybody
yeah.
know what. When I say Carfax, we're all listening. Oh, I know what a Carfax is.
At least it's documented. It doesn't really matter who it came from.
Right.
I guess.
So when you buy a used car from us, I've got a little line that you sign off. Like, I know that car, if it had a minor accident on it, you know that it's had a minor accident.
Yeah, that's always a mystery to me. Say, you know, what is a minor accident? You know, you run into a fence post and you scrape the side. Is that a minor accident, or is it knock the rocker panel loose? Which, you know, that's a little ambiguous, isn't it? I mean, which one is a wreck?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you know, how do you say what's a wreck? Like my youngest ran off the road in some black ice. Boy, black ice will do anybody in, won't it?
It is.
But he hit a fence and it's dented the whole side of his truck. And I thought, well, I'll get it fixed. And I thought, well, how do I report that? Because if I'm not going through insurance, then who's it to report to?
It doesn't get reported. So it's not foolproof. It's not foolproof.
Yeah, but how do I get rid of this car? Just whoever buys it say, hey, remember, I want you to know that I wrecked the side of this car. You know.
If you
Of
have,
course, if you take it to the dealership, you almost don't have to divulge anything. They're just buying it. They're not going to ask you a questionnaire. It's just going to be going through the Carfax, right?
right.
Of course, a person that knows cars, they can tell if a car's been painted or not. I mean, doesn't take a genius to figure that out, right?
On the Highline cars, we have a paint meter.
Oh.
That you can tell. You just run it down the side of it, and it gauges the depth of the paint. So factory paint's this depth. Usually afterwards, if it's been wrecked, it goes to a different.
Even the window, the door, or something like that.
Door,
Yeah.
side panel. We run it all the way around the car.
Boy, a person can get really beat buying vehicles or buying vehicles, can't they?
Yep.
If they don't go with it. It's good to go with a reputable person and let them make a little money.
Yeah.
Not a big deal. How about financing? Do you go through? They got that cheaper interest rates now, or interest rates have really climbed, haven't they?
I'm set up with 28 different banks right now. So if you come
28 banks. Golly.
You know,
how do you know which ones to go with?
So some of them specialize in used cars. You know, of course, Kia does all the new ones when they have the new car interest rates out on those. So we put new cars with the Kia.
What are the new interest rates for the new Kias?
So Kia's running right now 3.9 on 60 months on a new Sorrento. So it just depends on, you know, and that could change tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
Why Sorrento? Why not? What about the others?
or whatever product they've got out there they
But
want
it's
to
all
move.
it's like under 4% then.
Right.
Boy, everybody can afford a car, really, couldn't they? 60 months for 3 or 4% interest.
Right. So we have banks that go 96 months if you want.
How would you go 96 months? Because you know you're going to have a wreck before then, or hail damage or something,
Or something.
right?
Yeah. Thank goodness for insurance.
That's where they get that gap insurance, right? It covers that. In other words, if you finance it for a long time, because some of those newer cars, if you just had it a year or so and you wreck it, sometimes people get that gap insurance that provides that. That's a good product, isn't it?
If you're upside down,
Does a lot of people get the gap insurance?
It's like probably 60-70% do. Some people don't need. I mean, if you
Of the ones that finance it, how many get the gap insurance? Would you say 60% of those?
if you bought a car and you financed it and you put $10,000 down and you financed the other
Then you wouldn't
$20,000,
need it.
you wouldn't need gap. So it's on a individual basis.
You could actually get lucky if you bought a car, financed it for 90 years, drove it 2 years, had the gap insurance, wrecked it, totally, you'd come out better than you would leasing a car. Do y'all lease cars?
We do.
How's that program work?
That's straightly from the manufacturer, so it comes from Kia.
So you just administer that lease program, I guess?
That's right.
How does that compare for us?
Leasing's really popular up north. So you buy a car and you're going to have it in the salt and the sand and the erosion up north. You want to lease a car that at 3 years the rust starts to kick in, and that's why the northern cars don't bring as much as a southern car.
You know, I've always thought if these car dealerships had a leased cars 2 years ago at a real cheap price for 2 years, they'd have a bunch of used cars today, wouldn't they?
Yeah, it's a pretty smart business plan, I think.
That would work.
A lot of people don't want to lease. They don't understand it. It doesn't make sense to them.
I think that's it. They don't understand. They're afraid they'll.
And
there's like, oh, I can't chew gum because it's not my car or something.
Yeah.
You know.
That's exactly right.
But they have like you can drive how many miles or something, or is
the average lease comes out with 12,000 miles per year, but you can buy it up to 15,000 miles a year, in some instances 18,000 miles a year.
Well, if you go over that,
and then you pay 20 cents a mile, I think is what it is. 10. It depends on the car, and but most of the time it's 20 cents per mile.
You'd almost need to know your driving habits.
You'd have to. Yeah, that's what. So that's why people don't understand it. Then in the past, maybe the salesman has sold them, not told them about the mileage limits, and you get in trouble that way. Or they get in the car and they went over their miles.
Didn't read the fine print about keeping.
As long as you're informed about it, though, I think it could be a good decision.
Or they don't know how to work the insurance. I guess they have to have their own car insurance, but your car insurance would. I don't know if you'd have to have car insurance.
Oh, you do. You do. It's just like owning. You're financing it.
So if I leased a vehicle and I wrecked it, would my insurance cover it, or
yes.
would
Your insurance covers and fixes it, and you go back to driving. If it totals it, then it's gone.
So all you're paying for is the lease.
That's right.
And the gas.
That's right.
Wonder what if you leased an electric vehicle? I guess they have mileage restrictions too, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the same thing.
You know, that's something to look into. Leased vehicles. You could make the argument that that's the way to go.
I'm not against them. I'd say if I had asked you a couple questions, do you drive under 10,000 miles a year or 12,000 miles a year, and you said yes, you'd be a candidate for me to pitch the lease.
But if I said I drive 50,000,
I don't think it works out for you. Yeah, if you drive a lot of miles, it doesn't work out. They've just came out with a new called Flex through Kia, and I've not done a lot of research on it, but they're setting it up a Flex Pay for Uber drivers that they're coming out with this year. So people that drive a lot of miles, like an Uber driver, or that they're coming out with a special program. I'm looking forward to seeing what that entails.
Well, it'd be something. You could be an Uber driver, work for yourself, be self-employed, drive a vehicle that you only pay for if you're using it. You wouldn't have much overhead.
That's right.
The key to keeping your prices down is keep your overhead down. You just can't get rid of overhead quick enough if you get too much. You got to stay lean.
I agree.
That's one reason I drive a Kia, because I'd hate to hire a contractor that drove up with a big old huge truck and a matching boat. I mean, with me, they know my bike costs more than my car.
Yeah. Well, you got a nice bike.
I got a nice bike.
How many miles have you drove that bicycle this week?
I rode about 39 yesterday, and 43 last week.
Now, what do you have to do with a bicycle to keep it up? Put new tires on it?
No, I just put a little 4 or 5 drops of oil on it and take it into I let them. You're supposed to clean the chain, but I don't. I just take it in there about every 6 months and say, check it out, But that's about it. It's one thing the reason I like it is it's one thing that doesn't need anything except yourself. You don't have to have a battery. You don't charge it up. You just get on it and ride. It's really liberating. You ought to try it because there's no phones. You can't answer the phone.
And where's your favorite place to ride around here?
I ride up. Well, yesterday we went from the airport up to the golf course, over to Hancock Road, over to Benton, to Parksville, up to Chatter Valley Road across into Polk County, behind the dump in Polk County, circled the courthouse in Benton, came back Upper River Road, hit Baker Bridge, back to Union Grove Road, back to Tasso, and back to the airport.
What if you have a flat tire on the way?
You just have to walk or thumb, because that happens.
I bet it does.
Yeah, because you can get, now when it was real cold here a couple weeks ago, I got out and didn't have lights on my bicycle, and had a flat tire. No, see, the roads were so iced, I was afraid to keep riding, because under the trees it was ice, and you know, black ice on a car is bad. It's worse on a bicycle.
Oh, I bet.
So I just got off and started walking. And if I'd have been another 10 minutes, I'd have been walking in the dark. So,
That ain't me, D.
how about these new cars? They have now where they keep you in the lane. What do they call that?
Lane assist.
Yeah. How accurate is that?
It's pretty accurate. Now, so the new ones, if you take your hands off, it says put your hands back on the steering wheel. But you can let go of the wheel and it'll drive itself down the road.
How about these Teslas? I rode in one the other day and it was amazing.
Yeah, I'm
Of course, it was $154,000.
$154,000.
Yeah. And I got in it and I was with a friend of mine, and we went down North Lee Highway and it went 60 miles an hour in 1.9 seconds. I mean, it was like a cartoon. Brrr.
I'm personally not sold on them yet, but
And then he turned around and said, okay, now I'm going to put it in the plaid mode. And he pushed a button and the car started lowering itself. And I thought, Mike, how fast could this possibly go? And the car got behind us. He said, well, I better wait. And I thought, oh, thank goodness. Because how could you go, if you hit a deer or something, I don't care what they say, there's no way the car would stop. And if the deer, there's no way. It'd go through your skull. I mean, why make it go that fast?
Well, I don't know. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of the Teslas. So.
I like the assist, and that's good enough. Just a warning or something. But there'll be a day when we could just. I think there'll be a day when I, instead of texting an Uber driver, I'll just text a car, and a car will drive by, and the door will open, and I'll get in, and there may be somebody there with me. There won't be a driver, and we'll be going to the same location. And it'll say on the app, it'll say, okay, you're going down to the Quick Burger. There's a car will be there, and the car number 5 will be there in a minute, and it's going to be making 2 stops. Your approximate time of arrival will be that. And I say, okay, I got enough time, and I'll get in the car. And then before I leave, I'll just swipe my credit card.
You think we'll see that day?
Oh yeah, definitely. And the only people that'll be buying vehicles and driving their own car will be the service industry type people that's got to go and got deadlines and can't have any flexibility in their time schedules.
Well, my mind doesn't go that far in advance, so I'm just going to stick with what's going on right now.
Well, that's not hard. That's not. It's an easy way to do it because what's happening now is you can't argue with it. On the courthouse square at 30 2nd Street is the law firm of Logan Thompson Law. Since 1965, they have served the legal needs for the good citizens of Cleveland-Bradley County. If you've got a problem, they're no problem. Give them a call. How do you keep people when they drive down the road? They got to go by all those dealerships, right? You got to pull them into your place, or you just let the Kia product sell itself, I guess, right?
Well, I think we're pretty savvy on, advertising ourselves on the internet. But word of mouth and social media will get you a long ways, and how you treat people. So I was just talking to your video producer here before we started, and he said, "Oh, my daughter bought a car out here. My son bought a car out here. They really liked it."
Oh.
And so if you treat people right, they tell somebody, and you do that over the course of 30 years. And these people want to come see you to buy a car, not go somewhere else, because they want to go to a name that they can trust and know that he's going to do what's right. And things come up that's out of our control. That I'm there at the store every day making decisions, and hopefully I make the right decisions enough that everybody comes back to see us.
The thing about it is, if you're nice to customers, you may not get their business right then, but you'll get another chance at bat. Yeah. And that's a big deal.
That's if you do it wrong once, you'll never see that customer again. You can't do anything about it. But if you keep on doing the right things over and over again, I expect to get those right results back. So I've sold cars for people that bought cars from my dad 30 years ago, back when he was in business, buy cars from me, and I try to keep that tradition up and have a good word about your name and your dealership, so they'll come back. And then I teach my guys that when you sell a car, it's not just about today. You sell today, you serve tomorrow.
Do you think that the head guy's personality and attitude trickles down more than people realize?
Boy, I hope to think so. One of my mentors, Howard Ralston, he run Liberty National Insurance in Dalton, Georgia years ago, and he said, "John, sometimes I didn't eat until I sold something." And that kind of stuck with me. But he says, it's the man, not the land. And you can go anywhere you want to if you're the right man, making the right decisions. Doesn't matter where you're at, if it's in Cleveland, Tennessee, or in Chatsworth, Georgia. If you're doing the right things, people want to come by and see you and do business with you.
You have to perform as far as your job. And that's a given for a lot of people, but that other thing makes you real successful in it. Being nice, servicing people, and doing what you say, and that sort of stuff. That's the thing that makes you great. The other stuff is a prerequisite. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because everybody's performing, or they wouldn't be there.
That's right.
When you was in Chatsworth growing up, where did you run around at? Did you go into Dalton, or was it Chattanooga? What would it be your...
Oh, like on the weekends or something?
Yeah. What was your
thing?
thing?
It'd be Dalton, yeah. We'd go to Dalton for the weekend.
My cousins live in Dalton, Rodney and Rudy Ormby. They own Ormby Oil Enterprise, Chevron distributor.
Yeah.
Do you know them?
I do.
Sure enough.
So when I got out of high school, I had a little gas station down below town, and they serviced my gas station.
Is that right? Probably Rodney.
Rodney.
Or Rudy.
They had a salesman there. His name was Jimmy Wilbanks. And,
so you know Rodney and Rudy, sure enough?
Yes, I sure do.
That's my cousin. That's my mother's brother's boys.
Yeah, it's a small world.
Yeah, Rodney and Rudy. They were what they call jobbers.
Mm-hmm. I didn't. I dealt with Mr. Wilbanks more than I did anybody, but I know the names. Yeah. So they've sold out since then. It's not O&B Enterprises anymore. Is that right?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm
really not sure.
I think they've sold out.
I know he goes on a lot of vacations on Facebook.
There you go.
But they were really good, smart guys, both of them.
Yeah.
So you worked at a convenience store?
My little brother worked at a convenience store down called the 411 Quick Check. And
see, now where would that be? Where exactly?
You know where the way station? You know where Edna's restaurant is?
Yeah.
So you're heading south. They past the way station. It's right past the way station there. I don't even know if it's open anymore.
Wasn't it like the last one before there was like the last one on? If you're going south, it'd be like the last convenience store on the right.
That's exactly right.
Yep.
No, it's on the left.
Oh.
It's on the same side as Edna's was.
Okay.
Right there.
Yeah.
If you cut down 411 now, it would have been on your right.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Okay, you're right. Okay.
Yep.
That we sold bait in there.
Yeah.
And so everybody would stop there and get their bait before they went down to the spillway.
Yeah.
So that was one of my jobs before I went off to college.
And does so that your brother had to order oil or gasoline from them?
We ended up buying that gas station from the guy that he worked for, and we kept it for about 2 years. I worked there during the day and went to college at night at Reinhardt University.
Boy, now if you keep going past there now, keep going south, they've got that place that's got all the trains come and unload there. What do they call it? A non-duty? What do they call it?
Oh,
duty
the port.
free?
The port.
Yeah, the port.
Now that's north of there. Yes,
Boy,
sir.
if you, that is really something to see, isn't it?
It is. Have you been by there?
Yeah. I rode my bike down there. It's a long way.
You've drove your bike
I rode my bike
from Cleveland
from
to
Scott's Bicycle all the way there.
Yeah, that's a nice
and
haul.
back.
It's a nice little drive.
It was a long ride. It was a long Saturday.
I think Chatsworth to Cleveland. I don't know from Scott's, but it's 25 plus miles.
Oh, it was more than that because we went to, I think, to Dalton and then over there. It was one of those 72-mile days.
Oh yeah. You got the miles in a day.
So what else is going on? Now that you're in Cleveland, and your daughters are going to Lee College, what's the plan?
So I've got finished her up at Lee. She's going to do her master's program at Lee, and my other one has just graduated from dental school, so she's going to be working for hopefully Dr. Beard. And I don't know what that next step looks like. We hadn't thought about that a lot. They did surprise me a couple of weeks ago with 2 new dogs at the house. That'll change your life.
You'll be taking care of the dogs. Boy, pets are they're a joy, but boy, they're a lot of work.
Yeah, they sure are. They came in and they said, "Daddy, since we graduated, have you and Mama thought about kicking us out of the house?" And I said, "No, baby, y'all can stay here as long as Daddy can afford you." And they said, "Well, good. We got 2 golden doodles we've rescued."
Oh Lord, rescued a golden doodle. How do you rescue?
Well, I think the man and wife had got her divorce. And they didn't. Neither one got custody of the dogs. So we got 2.
I wonder how that does work in divorces. Who gets the animals? I guess it's because but pets will usually side with one person. You ever heard that?
Yeah.
They say a dog has one master, and it'll side with that person no matter what.
I've not ever had a whole lot of dogs, but these dogs, I just have to say, Dee, that these dogs love me. They greet me. I don't know if all golden doodles do this. Maybe they do. When I walk in the night from work, they come up, jump, put their arms on me, hug me.
Boy, it's something, isn't it? I mean, when you come home, they don't care what you did, what you said, they're just glad to see you, and they're glad you're home.
Yeah.
You know that cat? I went to I was doing the pound wanted me to do something for him one time, and so I went down there, and this lady came in, and she said, "I'm bringing this cat back. I don't like it." And the cat was trying to get out of her arm and going around the back of her neck and jumping on the counter. She said, "I don't like him. He's not friendly." And I said, it sort of made me mad because I'm an animal lover. And I said, "Well, I'll just take him." And I grabbed him, and I brought him back here, and he's been here ever since. He don't bother me, and I don't bother him.
You just throw some food out.
I just throw some food out, and he don't. I got audited by the IRS, and I had put some cat food on there as office supplies. And the IRS lady came in. I said, "No, ma'am, I said, you'll see some cat food on my expenses, but that cat keeps all the mice away." And he was laying in the sun like this on the bench, and she said, "That's not funny." She didn't discount it though, and it was a lot of cat food because he eat that fancy stuff. Those little dollar cans.
Right.
It gets expensive. It's $30 a month.
They didn't say nothing to you about it?
Didn't say nothing to me. She must have been okay with it because it is really an office expense. I mean, you gotta have. It's cheaper than an exterminator.
Yeah, I guess so.
So, what time do you get to the office in the morning? Are you one of those 10 o'clock guys, or are you there at 7:50?
Oh no, I'm not early. Probably at 9 o'clock. I have to get there at 9 o'clock every day. In the morning, I've got to be there at 8:30. I've got a guy coming in, and painting the wall and doing some things around the dealership. But so
You have to do stuff that the dealership requires. They say paint this wall and put this emblem up, that sort of stuff.
yeah, we just changed all of our emblems
And they
from
give
the
you-
old Kia sign to the new.
And they give you a certain length of time you got to do it.
Yeah,
So is that owned by the Bowers?
Bowers organization. Yeah, Nelson Bowers.
Nelson Bowers.
We're really excited about Nelson this year. He was nominated for Dealer of the Year by Time Magazine.
Is that
So we're
right?
celebrating that.
You know, I don't know him. Me and him had a mutual friend one time, and we was in the same room together, and that's all I know about him. I don't really know him, but
It's been really good to me and my family. Good man. Whole Baggers organization. So they own several dealerships here in town. The Honda store, Toyota of Cleveland, and Kia of Chattanooga, and Audi and Volkswagen here in town, and then several.
hey, they own the Kia of Chattanooga also, huh?
And then several dealerships South Georgia. There's 2 dealerships down there.
Golly. How's he sleep at
I guess he sleeps pretty good. He has different men, running each store individually. So
night? That'd worry me to death.
yeah,
You ever feel like there's so many moving parts you can't keep up with it?
at the dealership.
Yeah. Plus in life general.
Yeah,
I mean, does it ever get just overwhelming?
I've been around the car business so long, it just seems like it's part of life sometimes. But
Do you think you thrive in that fast pace?
I do like it. I love every part of my job. I love seeing people grow in the car business, and we've had several inside the dealership. I love seeing them go from from our BDC department. That's our where they start out answering the phone, and then going there to being a salesperson, and then from a salesperson to a finance manager, from a finance manager to maybe a desk manager, or ultimately running the store one day. And I've had a couple of different salesmen that have done that. We've had a young lady from Lee University. She was walking, I think. She'd come from out here from California. She was riding her bicycle going to school. She started with Kia of Cleveland. She got her a cheaper car, and then she got her in a little nicer car. And the same way happened to her at the dealership. She started out as a cashier. She started doing our title work. Then she started doing her accounting work. And we've seen a lot of potential in her. She graduated from Lee with an accounting degree. And we moved her up to she's running one of our stores now. And it took about 4 or 5 years, but
Quick though, really.
yeah, it was a great success story. We all celebrate her doing that.
Well, I'll be working for her.
Yeah, maybe so.
When you go home, how do you unwind? Do you not unwind till it gets late?
At night.
Yeah.
So I leave the dealership probably 6, 7 o'clock at night, and sometimes a little earlier. But when I get in my car and buckle up, I pick up the phone and I call my dad. He still lives down in Chatsworth, and it's just like business. He said, "How many did you sell today? What did you sell? Did you buy anything today? What cool cars did you buy?" And we have a great relationship. So I spend 20 minutes driving home every night, and I spend it talking to him.
Boy, that's really good, isn't it?
I think so. Yeah, it's good for me.
And that's just about every night.
Every night. I don't call him on Sunday night, but Monday through Saturday I do.
That's a big testament to him.
Yeah, he was on car business all his life, and so I guess we talk the same language, and he understands some of the trials we go through.
Plus, he owned a dealership too, so that's a good venting thing, isn't it?
Of course, the car business has changed a lot since 60s and 70s.
Well, but I'd say the basics are still there.
The basics with the people are, all right. The technology.
John,
Yes, sir.
appreciate you coming.
Hey, good fun.
Let's make 23 a great year.
Yeah, let's do it again.